was on like the other app, and no hate to this creator at all, but I think it's something that was very glaring to me as a content creator myself. That a question like this was posed, like just one question: what's stopping you from traveling with your family? Um, and I think that it's a great question, but also considering the environment that we're sitting on today, I think there is a lot of things that is keeping people from traveling with your family. Especially if you're like, hey, I want to go see the world. I want to see everything possible. I think what I realize is that, to the normal human beings that we are, one of the things that you have to really understand is that it's hard everywhere, is rough everywhere, and is one thing that like I tend to forget myself, that everyone has it rough in some form of way. But I also realize that sometimes, like when you are a content creator and this is your source of income, you're not aware that how tough it is um, for everyone. Like we lose sight of that, like very very frequently. And if you're a content creator where in some ways, you have had a moment where luck met opportunity and now you can afford to do all these really good things, you tend to forget that the rest of the world doesn't operate like you. And so you just kind of assume everyone makes as much money as you, and then you're like, hey, it's all good, guys. I'm rich. And I also think that by extension, that's kind of how the government and celebrities work, is because they go, well, if I have all this much money, then everybody else has this much money. Like, I watched a little bit of the Boogie documentary, and I'm not really into watching anything about Boogie at all, but you can see how his annual income decreased year over year since 2018. Like it's not sustainable, but at the same time, this is somebody who completely forgot how the rest of the world works. And I think that's the most fascinating part about that documentary is he was somebody who was literally making $500,000 in 2018 and lost significantly year over year over year over year. And now he makes less money than anyone. Forget getting a job, forgetting all that, because hopefully YouTube turns things around, right? Right? And we're just so dependent on that. It's rough everywhere. And I wish when people make content like that, they realize how incredibly difficult it is for everyone. I'm not quite sure if that is something that anybody understands at this point. I think we're all just kind of in a fog in our own little world, assuming that the way the world works is everybody's rich and we can all travel the world and do whatever it is that we want to do, and nothing can stop us. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Maybe I'm just rambling. It's weird.